Welcome back, everybody. In this video, our focus is going to be lesson number 39. And lesson number 39 is extremely similar to lesson number 38. I do have one question that I've been asking myself as I was looking through the notes here. In the text above the lesson, he says that the pupil must play bass and treble strings simultaneously. Okay? But the notation is not telling you to play the notes at the same time or simultaneously, and I'm not sure why. But I'm going to go ahead and take the text as I'm going to go ahead and take him for his word based off of the text and the explanation of what he wants us to do in lesson 39, in which case the notation should have been written slightly different than what you see on the page. And I'll update it in the visuals so that what you see on the video is going to be a little bit different, but we're going to be doing the same thing. Okay, so we can do a couple of things for this lesson. Okay, we can play the lesson entirely with free strokes, meaning we would play C and C at the same time according to his text. All free strokes, meaning the thumb comes out or up a little bit so it doesn't hit a string, and then obviously our index finger goes into the palm of our hand, and then again with our middle finger. Always alternating, I am. The second way that we can play it, and the way you should play it and practice it, is by accenting, and he actually mentions this in the text as well, accenting the upper strings, the treble strings. And we're going to take those accent marks literal in this case. So now, this is going to be much more difficult. You would play the thumb as a free stroke still, but then our index and our middle would play the notes as a rest stroke. So you see that? Thumb comes up and out, but, I shouldn't have staggered them. But our index finger plays a rest stroke and it rests on the third string. So now instead of this, we have this. Whoops. Let me try it again. Missed a note there. But you can see how my fingers are pushing down as a rest stroke. The reason that it's important that you practice that is so that you can start to hear the treble strings. You can start to get used to playing the treble strings louder than the bass strings. Because in classical guitar, as you are aware, you're playing the bass part and the melodic material at the same time. And when you're listening to a band, you want to hear what the singer is singing. The singer is always going to be on top most of the time. The singer is going to be on top. You want to be able to hear what this singer is singing, whether it's the words or the notes. So we have to do the same thing. The melody being played by our index and our middle finger needs to be louder than what we play with our thumb. It needs to be louder than the bass. And accenting the treble strings with rest strokes is a sure way of separating the two, giving your playing more depth, more complexity. All right? So make sure that you do a rest stroke, practice with rest strokes with your index and middle, and free strokes. Always trying to make sure that the notes being played by your fingers are louder than the notes being played with your thumb. So here we go. We are going to play, just to make it simple, we're going to play the two notes together, and we're going to play them as half notes. So it'll be 1, 2, followed by 3, 4. That might make it easier. On the count of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and stop. Let's do that again. The last measure I also changed. I made sure that last note was a whole note. So again, slightly different rhythmic notation, but we're doing the same thing. So it should be good. One more time. This time we're going to do rest strokes with our index and our middle finger. And you'll find that those are louder. And I explained this back when I introduced to you I think it was the dynamics. You could play forte, fortissimo, really dig in and get louder. All right, here we go. Rest strokes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest strokes with your index and middle. Sorry. Still free strokes with your thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and stop. And that, my friends, concludes lesson number 39. I will see all of you in lesson number 40.